Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are once again tuned into the Controversy 7, so I want to say thank you and welcome back. So soon? Normally you don't upload videos until a couple of days. Well, guess what? Here I am doing another video. Anyways, the attack on your children, if you are anticipating the day where Hollywood will chill out, or the industry, the entertainment industry is going to chill out just for a moment of time and allow your children to recover from the damages that they've been receiving. A lot of kids are getting brain damage, but they have no idea that they're getting brain damage, and they have no idea that they're being given false doctrines, and false promotions are actually being given to your kids, and most people are just observing them as simply cartoons and entertainment. More specifically, the video that I want to bring to your attention is this new movie called STORKS. Looks very innocent, right? It's very innocent, correct? I watched it. I went and I saw the movie, not in theaters. I watched it for $3.99. This movie, known as STORKS, it's all about baby deliveries, child delivering services to humans. Of course, it's a very interesting concept, but it perfectly fits well with the scientific research that apparently is most likely going to be the outcome of, in a way, the human race. It's almost as if this cartoon movie, STORKS, it's almost as if it's predictive programming of what's going to be in the near future. And of course, we can easily eliminate the fiction part, which is the storks delivering babies to people. Essentially, what takes place in this movie is when people want children, when parents want babies, what they would do is they would write a letter. They would write a letter and ship it to the STORKS headquarters, and where the storks are then, based upon the descriptions of what the parents are looking for in a child, they then are able to then produce a child through their laboratories. Producing child through their laboratories. And then when these children are designed in these laboratories where these storks are, or I'm going to simply just put, instead of storks, I'm going to simply call them scientists. So, because I have a point that I'm going with this. So where these scientists are, once the child fits the description and is carefully designed exactly as how the parents want, then the child gets delivered to the parents, and the parents can then be able to look after the child because the child is now theirs. Because if you want a child with blue eyes, lo and behold, you can have a child now with blue eyes. So, this almost reminded me of a movie called Demolition Man by Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Very good movie of course, it's still a good movie, good acting and stuff. Now, most of you who see that movie or who watched the movie, you would know that it takes place, of course, in the near future. And in that scenery there, or in that future of Demolition Man, what we are shown is that people don't have sex naturally anymore, the way that sex originally is done between a man and a woman. Rather, if you want to have pleasure, it's all mental pleasure. So you have to buy your own sex helmets. And then, now you guys can go and read the scripts, or you can read the storyline of what actually takes place. And when people want children, they ultimately would have to go to clinics for procreation purposes only. And then, when they go there, then they can be able to have a child. Which then reminded me of what's taking place in 2015 and 2016. And did you know that we could possibly be seeing children who are genetically enhanced by scientists? They could be coming in the next year or two. How far away are we from this technology?
Know that this week at the World Economic Forum we've been talking about the fourth industrial revolution and how that is not just about digital technology, that's about many different types of technology, including bioengineering technology and advancements in genetic engineering like CRISPR and others. These are things that the world has never seen.
It is exciting, but you're opening Pandora's box. Why can't I go to the gene editing people and say, you know, I'd really like a white, blue-eyed, blonde-haired baby, please, and they can deliver. Pandora's box opened up.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, science has always been fascinated when it comes to the subject of life and creation. But this is a subject that only the divine true God has authority over. When a mortal man attempts to go and replicate that which only God can do, we do not know the consequences that await for tampering with creation. Once Pandora's box is opened, there is no going back. Listen to a few of these articles. Science News headline reads the following: New era of human embryo gene editing begins. A Swedish scientist is gene editing healthy human embryos, and he is probably not alone, researchers say. Chinese researchers have twice reported editing genes in human embryos that are unable to develop into a baby. But developmental biologist Fredrik Lanner of the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm is the first researcher to publicly acknowledge editing genes in viable human embryos. Other researchers are almost certainly doing similar experiments out of the public eye, scientists say. Scrolling down, it continues reading the following. Lanner allowed a reporter from National Public Radio exclusive access to watch as researchers in his lab injected early human embryos left over from in vitro fertilization with a powerful new gene editor called Cas9. The editor is a two-part molecular scissors consisting of a DNA-cutting protein called Cas9 and a short piece of RNA that guides the protein to a gene that scientists want to snip. The technology allows researchers to easily make precise cuts in DNA, something that has been tricky to do in humans before. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, the DNA code is being rearranged. In other words, the natural codes of a DNA are now being altered by men. Now I'm going to redirect your attention to this news report. It reads, "We can create babies without men," claim scientists. Fertility specialists have found a way for women to have babies without men. It involves a cocktail of chemicals acting as an quote-unquote artificial sperm to trick a human egg into forming an embryo. The stunning discovery has alarmed medical ethics campaigners, who described it as turning nature on its head. Researchers say the groundbreaking technology could be used to help women whose husbands are infertile, but who do not want to use donor sperm. Now there's a lot of news reports that cover these subjects, so I'm only just going to show you one more. Most of us, if not all of us, have heard the terms GMO, genetically modified organisms. But the new term is going to be GMH, genetically modified humans. Are you ready for this? Because this is the future that we are heading into. CBC News headline reads, "Genetically modified baby born with DNA from two women." A baby boy has been born using a three-parent technique that combines DNA from three individuals, researchers report. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can continue reading this. However, for the sake of time, I'm going to put the links all in the video description box. So if you want to read more about this, you can feel free to go and read some more on it. The main point that I want you to understand is human beings are entering themselves into creation business. What could come out of this? Let's just say that we are opening Pandora's box and we don't know what's going to come out of it. We don't know what the end results are going to turn out to be. And all of this is going to destroy the purpose of sex between a man and a woman and the business of procreation through sex the way God intended it. And what you can clearly see is right now, all you are hearing are the good intentions of this scientific research. But speaking of good intentions, make sure that you understand this statement. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So now you are possibly looking at a future of lab-grown babies. Already, human body parts are being grown in laboratories. These scientists are tampering with forces that they cannot be able to control. Check this out. People are already being poisoned by GMO foods. But in addition to this, now you've got genetically modified humans. Now here's the thing. GMOs are responsible for many diseases. Many illnesses and diseases are being directly linked to GMOs. But now you've got enhanced human beings who are simply laboratory experiments. What kind of diseases will they have? What kind of outbreaks are we going to see? Are we possibly looking at a pandemic or an outbreak? Maybe there is coming an outbreak that will resemble or mimic that which we see on television as the zombie apocalypse. Who knows? That is just an over-exaggeration. Nonetheless, you get the idea. These movies that you are seeing right in front of your eyes, this movie, Storks, though it may appear innocent and may appear cute, this actually is pretty much predictive programming of what the world of tomorrow will look like. It is going to be a world that is ruled and governed by the LGBT movement, and these scientists will further their agenda. Keep in mind, they are already trying to make men have children. Unbelievable, right? That can be for a whole different video all by itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there ever is a time that we need to lift our eyes towards heaven and we need to call upon the name of Jesus Christ and pray more than ever, now is the time. Now is the time to call upon the name of God Almighty, because there is no one who can be able to protect us in these last days other than our Heavenly Father. The devil is moving about like a roaring lion because he knows that his days are numbered. The devil knows he has but a short time, and he has great fury that he is waiting to unleash on all the people of the world. Do not get too caught up with this life, and do not get caught up too much with the entertainment and think that this is it. Hollywood is no longer entertaining you. Hollywood is now just telling you what is taking place. They're being upfront with you. They're being blatant with you. They're not playing games with your children. They're not entertaining your children. They're out to win your children from your arms. Do you want them to win your children? Who is the head of your home? Is it God or is it the devil? You cannot have God and the devil. The two cannot be in the same place. No. If God is going to be the head of your house, the devil is not welcome there. If you choose the world, well, guess what? The devil is automatically the head of your house. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Controversy 7. Thank you for tuning in and for joining me. I'm not going to hold you off for too long. You take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to go on, you can go on my website for more information. If you want to join me on Facebook, my links are in the video description box. Other than that, you take care of yourselves, be safe, and I will see you guys next time.